Hi, welcome guys. Today we will talk about communication model, the four sides communication model. When it comes to the word communication, it originates from Latin word communicate, which means to share. When it comes to the word communicate, it means to find of just sharing messages, right? When somebody says, okay, share this message or communicate this message, often we think that, yeah, I just have to deliver this message. But there is more to communication than just talk and gestures. Being able to actively listen is an important communication skill. Non-verbal communication shows others that you are ready to communicate effectively when you maintain eye contact, sit attentively. Hence, communication is a process of sending messages by verbal and non-verbal means. So, as we said, today we are going to talk about four sides communication model. What is four sides communication model? The four sides model is also known as communication square or 4 years model in communication model described in 1981 by German psychologist Friedman Schulz von Thun. What does this 4 years model translates to us? Being a sender of message or being a receiver of message, we should always translate our message into these four layers. So let's have a look on the first layer, which is factual level. What does factual level means? It means facts, data. So the factual level contains sender statement, which are what you are intending to communicate. Then it comes to self-revealing layer. Self-revealing layer is the one which shows speaker's conscious or unconscious motives, values, emotions which he or she wants to reveal or express. Which means it gives your conscious bias or unconscious bias or your emotional reflection being a sender or being a receiver. The third layer, which is relationship layer, it indicates how sender gets along with the speaker and what they think of each other. Usually, this layer is not necessarily a visible layer while they are communicating. What does that mean? Let's say I am communicating message to one of my closest friend. So there is some relationship between both of us. Let's say being a manager, I'm sending a message to my team. So there is certain relationship with my team and myself. This layer is crucial layer and depends very much that how you are communicating to the audience. Then we have a wish or want layer, which means the layer that contains the desire, what you are intending, the advice, instruction, and possibly the efforts which the speaker is seeking. For example, if I wanted to say, could you please let this happen and don't think about it? So I'm advising here and I'm caring for that person and saying that, okay, the things which are not in your control, let them happen. So now to understand these four layers very deeply and with a simple example, I would like to share a story, a dinner table story of Italian food between two friends. So two friends, one of the name of a person is Adam, who invited Tony for dinner at his place. At the dinner table, Adam hosted home-cooked Italian food. Suddenly Tony says, there is something red in the soup. Now, let's understand four sides model from both senders and receivers perspective. So, sender is Tony here, which means who said, there is something red in this soup. So what is fact here is that soup has something red, which Tony is asking about. When it says how we translate this message to self-revealing layer is Tony doesn't know what it is, right? That's why he's asking. There is something red in this soup. A relationship layer is he is expecting his friend that he should know what it is because he has invited him on the dinner table and he has cooked this food, right? Appeal layer. Appeal layer, as I told, that it's a desire, advice, instruction. He has some expectations, and his expectation here is to told by Adam that what is this red thing in the soup. All right. So we see the message which has been delivered by Tony to Adam, pointing out that there is something red in the soup. How does that message looks from the sender's point of view, right? Now let's have a look from a receiver's point of view. Fact for Adam, who has cooked this food, he received this information that there is something red in the soup. So now he can have translated this message in self-revealing layer that you do not know what the red item is, right? And that makes you feel uncomfortable. So he's thinking that maybe his friend is uncomfortable because he doesn't know what is in this red soup, right? Red thing in the soup. And relationship is like, he might be thinking, it depends, right, how fast or how good friends they are. He might be thinking, oh, maybe he's questioning my cooking, right? Or maybe he can take it casually as well. Let it go. Maybe it's just a pepper, right? Throw it out. So this is the relationship layer, depending on person to person whom you are delivering the message or from whom you are receiving the message. Appeal layer. I should only cook what you know in the future, right? So this is something Adam can think of, that he should only cook something which Tony knows about. Maybe he doesn't know about the Italian soup, right? So you can either have like some red chilies or maybe peppers there in the soup and which Tony doesn't know about, right? So when Tony asked this question, there is answer from Adam is, if you don't like the taste, you can try pasta, right? After thinking maybe he is feeling uncomfortable, after thinking maybe he is questioning my cooking, after thinking that next time, okay, I should ask him, right? Maybe he didn't like the soup, right? Then he straight away told Tony that, okay, please, if you don't like it, then you can try pasta. Friends, what I would like to share from this 4 years model with you is to refresh ourselves that each message has not only the verbal or non-verbal things which we see or which we do not see, right? It has translation meanings as well. It has relationship values, self-revealing layer, appealing layer. How does that message, tone of the message, right? So when it comes to our professional day-to-day dealings, right? Now let's take an example that being a manager or being a leader, you would like to communicate a message to a broader audience. So I would like to ask you a question. What is the first thing you will be going to take care of, right? So I will give you a hint. The first thing a great leader should take care of in his communication is to take care of the fears of others. What does that mean? It means that you have to be very cautious while delivering or communicating messages, that you are taking care of everybody's emotional values, of everybody's relationship values, of the environment and the corresponding factors to make that communication or message very clear as well on the same time. Now, I will say that in day-to-day communication, if we are delivering it to the larger audience or to the smaller group of the people, it is very important to translate, being either sender or receiver, all 4 layers for highly effective communication. Now I will also ask you, do we still miss something important? So well, I'll tell you the answer. Yes. So what it is? Important part of communication is also feedback. right? Feedback plays a vital role which has impact on improvement of organizational culture and organization ways of working, processes, right? We will talk in more details about feedback model in our next session. So for now, hope you find communication model useful. If you like the session, please subscribe the channel and press the like button. Till then, see you, take care, stay happy and stay fit.